everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Donovan's Daily Dose. I'm your favorite APUS history teacher, Mr. Donovan, and today I'm coming at you with a little bit of information about the Whig Party. Now, the Whig Party is essential to understanding antebellum politics, and after this video, you will dig Whigs like me. All right, so let's go to it. Let's talk about the context first. The term Whig really derives from an English anti-monarchist party. So it really starts in the 1830s, and it's a response to Andrew Jackson's presidency. And it really goes back to his perceived abuse of power. He's going to use the veto more than the first 6 presidents combined. And this upsets a lot of people, especially those who are in favor of the national bank. He vetoes the national bank. He ignores the Worcester v. Georgia Supreme Court ruling about the sovereignty of indigenous people's land in the state of Georgia. And one of the big advocates of the creation of this new political party in opposition to Andrew Jackson is going to be Henry Clay. So let's talk about a little bit more of the demographics of the Whig Party. So this is going to be a combination of Southerners who are upset with Jackson's perceived abuse of power, abolitionists from the North and the Midwest, reformers like preachers from the Second Great Awakening, and advocates of a strong central and federal government. These kind of misfit elements are going to make up this Whig Party that is going to be really a national party. It unifies people from the North and South. In terms of beliefs, there's a couple big things that you have to know about the Whigs. They're huge advocates of the Second National Bank. They believe that the federal government should invest in internal improvements during the market revolution. So what does this mean? The federal government should give subsidies and loans to railroad companies, to build canals, to build roads. So they really wanted this interconnected transportation system that allowed goods to move east to west, north to south, and so on and so forth. Along with this, they're enormous advocates of tariffs, those taxes on imported goods. Remember, that's part of Henry Clay's American system. Remember, higher taxes on imported goods help to protect domestic businesses or domestic manufacture. It makes the price of foreign goods more expensive, and it is not a tax that domestic goods have to pay, or domestic businesses, I should say, have to pay. And there's some important members of the Whig Party that will later help to form the Republican Party. Besides the aforementioned Henry Clay, we have Daniel Webster, William Seward, who there's another video I have on, so check out that, Thaddeus Stevens, and last but not least, Abe Lincoln. They all start out as Whigs before becoming Republicans, and they have an enormous impact on really antebellum politics from the 1830s till about 1854 with their downfall. Now, the one big thing that causes the Whig Party to disintegrate is really the debate over the expansion of slavery and the Kansas-Nebraska Act. Remember, the Kansas-Nebraska Act allows the citizens of Kansas and Nebraska to vote on whether or not they want to have the institution of slavery. So there's a huge discrepancy between the anti-slavery Whigs and the pro-slavery Whigs, and these factions are going to break. Many members of the Whig Party do help to form the Republican Party in 1854, like William Seward and Abe Lincoln. But without that Republican Party of the 1850s and 1860s, their foundation is really found in Whig ideologies of the 1830s and 40s. So that's it for your daily dose. Hope you learned a lot. Have an awesome rest of your day.